What is happening? I am Minnesota Vikings man 28, and we are going to week six. Week six, people. I mean, we're already, I mean, 5 weeks in, and we're getting close. We're getting close to midway. Soon it's gonna be playoffs. Luckily, the season's not. If the standings were as they were right now, I mean, the Vikings wouldn't make the playoffs, but also the Packers wouldn't make the playoffs. But you know, um, we things. I mean, this is when the time teams show that they're for real. So, um, let's go back and look at my week five picks. I was 11-4 with an overall record of 49, 27, and 2. Not a bad record, as I say for myself. So, hopefully, we can be even better for these week six picks. These ones could be a little bit more difficult, but we'll see. So, week number one, Eagles, Giants. Great Thursday night game. This is gonna be a tough. This is gonna be a tough one for sure. Eagles in a very desperate situation. Also, Giants to look for a win. Um, Eagles, very competitive matchup against the Vikings, but I don't know. I don't see them clicking lately. I mean, thinking Carson Wentz, being back, would, they would have a better record than this. Um, and then the Giants just got unlucky against the Carolina Panthers with a Graham Gano 63-yard field goal. Um, but I like the Giants at home. Um, I don't know. I don't know. They both have the same desperation level. Definitely, really play high stakes for this game. Um, but I'm just gonna take the home team in this one. I think Giants are the better team than the Eagles. So Giants. Next, we have the Chargers and the Browns. Ooh, ooh. This could be a good game because the Browns beat the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, wow. I mean, the Ravens have been a good team as of late, and the Browns beating the Ravens, that makes a statement. Is a good enough statement for me to pick them over the Chargers? Um, no, no. Cleveland. I mean, I don't know. It's very hard for me to pick Cleveland because I would think, oh, it's just this bad team. But I do recognize that they're getting better. But with the way the Chargers are playing at a high power level right now, I just can't go against the Chargers. So I'm picking San. Oh my goodness! I was about to say San Diego. This is crazy. It's Los Angeles. I know. I was about to say San Diego, but okay. I'm picking the Los Angeles Chargers. Should have stayed in San Diego Chargers, but that's what you decide to do. So yeah, Los Angeles Chargers over the Browns. Next we have the Bills and the Texans. And Bills won against the Tennessee Titans. Wow. It wasn't as shocking as their win against the Vikings, which I'm, you know, probably be, screaming about, complaining about if it affects the Vikings in the end. But you know, who knows? And then the Texans actually won against the Cowboys in overtime and have a two-game winning streak. So I'm going with the momentum here. I'm picking the Houston Texans. Steelers Bengals is our next game. Steelers, great dominating win over the Atlanta Falcons. Bengals, doing, just doing their thing at 4-1. Whoever thought the Bengals would be 4-1? Whew. They're at home, and both these teams are very similar to each other. Steelers look more desperate because they are last in the AFC North, but I don't know. I just have to go. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I know a lot of people wouldn't pick the Steelers, but Bengals. They're at home and they're facing their AFC North opponent. So yeah, why not Bengals? Bucks Falcons. Falcons. No Fitzmagic. That defense is a stinker, and Falcons offense is gonna be scoring points all day on them. Next, we have the Bears and the Dolphins. The Bears. Oh boy, man. When I was thinking about this season for the NFC North, I wasn't thinking the Bears would be able to do what they have been doing. They are 3-1. They had a bye week last week, so they're all rested. They're playing a Miami team who started off 3-0 but has lost their last two. So I mean, momentum is what gets you toward the end of the season. So I'm picking Chicago. I'm scared of you, Chicago. I want you to lose, but I don't think you're gonna lose. Next we have the Panthers, Redskins. Redskins. I mean, man, I know that you played the Saints, and the Saints offense is very good. Congrats to Drew Brees on your record for career passing yards, beating Peyton Manning. Saints are on their bye week, by the way. Oh, the other bye team is the Lions, so just wanted to let you all know. So, yeah. What was I saying? Redskins. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, offense can look stagnant at times. And, I mean, Peterson and Thompson, I think Thompson's, I don't know, I heard Adrian Pearson dislocated his shoulder or something, so probably Thompson's going to play, but they're playing a Panthers defense, so, and how good that Panthers offense is also looking rushing, I'm picking the Carolina Panthers. Next we have the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. Seattle, very close win against the Rams. I was very impressed. Russell Wilson put it on a show. The Raiders, they didn't know where the show was against the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. I gotta go with the Seahawks. I mean, Raiders are not looking so good. Next we have the Cardinals and the Vikings. This should be an easy game. I'm not taking anything for granted now. Ever since we lost the Bills, I cannot take any game for granted. But I am picking the Vikings. This should be a dominating win by the Vikings, but who knows anymore. Next we have the Colts, Jets. Very interesting game. Jets beat the Broncos, but I think the Broncos, started out very good, and now they are declining a little bit. While the Colts, they lost to the Patriots. I'll give them excuse for that. And they had a close game against the Texans. I like that they went for it in overtime, which tells them they really want to win. I don't know. Colts. I'm picking the Colts. Better quarterback. Colts. Next we have Rams, Broncos. Rams. I mean, too dominating right now. And the Broncos, I don't even want to get into that. Get into that. This is just gonna be a very boring game. Next we have Jaguars, Cowboys. I'm expecting this to be a very defensive game. I mean, Cowboys have been playing good on defense. Have a pretty good, very, very competitive in the NFC East. No one's getting that up for grabs. But the Jaguars have even a better defense. And as the saying goes, defense wins championships. Jaguars. Next we have Ravens, Titans. Titans lost to the Bills. Ravens have been playing dominant. They did lose to the Browns, but I like the Ravens better. Ravens. Next, the Chiefs and the Patriots. Ooh. Very intriguing. Patrick Mahomes, 5-0 against Mr. It's going into Tom Brady's place, Gillette Stadium. Who's gonna win? Well, if this was in Kansas City, I think this would be an easy one to pick. I would pick Kansas City, but Tom Brady in his own place on Sunday Night Football, it's gonna be. I'm picking the Patriots. The Rams are gonna be the final team that will stay undefeated through week 6, and that is my prediction on that. But Patriots are gonna beat the Kansas City Chiefs and end their winning streak. And then finally, Monday night, San Francisco, Green Bay, no Jimmy Garoppolo, and Aaron Rodgers is at home at Lambeau Field. Packers, of course. So yeah, those are my Week 6 picks. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skol.